Okay, so I'm getting serious about organizing my room now. I've cleared off a whole lot of stuff here on my tables. Stuff has been brought downstairs. This side is still a lot, but that's only because the two machines are sitting there. My big project, and I went and got the cubes today at Michael's, 2 more drawer cubes that will be going over in here, because this is a disaster over here. I'm taking these down. I'm going to be putting up pegboards. I've got 3 of those cubes in here. I've got 1 more hidden down in that corner over there that I haven't put together. So in this closet I'm going to be placing 3 of them across 2 high, and my cutting machines are going to be going in here, but this one will be coming out. It will be out of the closet and it will be over here by the window. My daughter will be getting this Rascal cart, at least on loan. Probably just give it to her. So she's looking forward to that. And once all that's done, I'll have room to put all these things that are sitting on the floor. You know how it is. You know, you organize your room and it's wonderful for a while, and you just get more stuff and you work on things and it just ends up a disaster. Also, I'm going to move these over into the closet and take 1 of those cubes and put it there, because this is where I have my cutting mats and my papers, and I just want those over there. So what that means, because that is holding up my tabletop, I'm going to have to undo all of this stuff over here. Take all that down so that I can get to the table, to the cubes. I'll be having a place to put all of these. These are going to be where I'm going to keep my Project Life supplies and different things to work with. The stuff that's in the Rascal cart will be going into those. Also, my Expedit units will be getting tidied up some more. I have a dog with a lot of allergies, so I'm always cleaning his ears and giving him sprays and drops and different medications and shots and everything, so I keep some of those things handy here. They're going to get tidier. Plus, over here I have a whole bunch more of these cropper hopper bins for paper and stuff, so I'm going to put those together. They'll be in here, and there's a whole lot of things in behind here that is office supply kind of stuff that doesn't need to stay here. It can go downstairs in another room. Up here is another disaster. All kinds of stuff. These bins contain embellishments, and I end up not using them because I don't see them. Those are what are going to end up on the pegboards. And what else? I mean, there's so much I could do. I'm going to be taking down that ribbon thing. It's kind of silly. What else? My desk, well, it's kind of upside down, but that's going to pretty much stay the way it is. What else? I've got a whole bunch more cubes over here. It's another 3 cubes full of different products that I should be using, and I'm not, because it's over here in the corner and I'm not thinking about it, and it's hard to get to things. So once things get organized, I'll be using more of my supplies. So stay tuned. First job is I'm going to put these together, because once they're together, then it's going to be an easy matter to take things out, put things where they belong, and get things done. Okay, my 3 new cubes are built. The fun begins tomorrow to really put the stuff together. These drawers always look so complicated, but they're really not. The instructions are there, all the parts are labeled, and you just go step by step and put them together. Here I've got the drawer front on. Then it all gets attached to drawers and you're done. This was an ingenious idea I had for storing ribbon a long time ago, but it is pretty ugly. Anyway, so what I'm doing instead is I'm going to be putting the ribbon on these things on my pegboard. This room is of course way worse before it gets better. So I have my boxes here in the closet. I've taken down the bi-gel rail things from IKEA. So that is empty. My pegboard is going to be going up there. And I have a disaster all over my room. I'll be glad when this is done. The pegboards were super easy to put up there. The ones from Michaels, they're by Recollections. And it's funny, I was wondering how could I have 5 of them? I must have 8. And then I remembered they must be on the sides of some cubes I have downstairs. So I'm going to go check that out, and I think I'll have 8 across here. That's going to be super. So I really am getting there. My pegboards are up. Stuff is put away. And now I'm putting up some of these short rails for some other things that can sit here on the side of the closet. Okay, this part is done. I'm exhausted. All of this is organized. Things, similar things in the same places. There's a binder that's upside down. It's going to drive me crazy. That's okay. I'll fix that. That's easy. I opened up all my cropper hoppers. They're all in place now. And I have enough room for all my Christmas stuff. I have 3 of them full. That's ridiculous. I don't even send Christmas cards. I guess I'm going to have to. Okay, all those cropper hoppers are gone from there now. All my binders are down there. And I've sort of I've organized things depending on how often I use them. So that's that. We'll ignore the top because I did not tidy that up yet. And I'm going to be leaving that for the end. Next thing is get rid of all those boxes, undo these tables, put them in the basement, and then I'm going to be pretty much done for this phase of it. This is where I am this morning. I've removed all the stamp pads from my rack. Now I need to make a list of them so that I have a list of all the stamps I have, all the stamp pads I have. Basically, the tables are almost ready to be taken apart. Of course, stuff is all over the place because I've had to move it from the table. This is the final step now. Like so many crafters, I have so many different products and then I forget that I have them. And sometimes I've bought duplicates because I didn't realize I had them. So of course I need to keep an inventory system. So that's what I'm doing now with all of my stamp pads or ink pads. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I've got the coolest program. It's an app on my phone. Just push these out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to use this stamp pad as the example. Okay, so here's the application. Actually, we're going to start from the beginning so you can see what it looks like. It's called Crafts Inventory. It's $2.99 US, but what a bargain. So I'm going to go into the program. I've started setting it up already. I've already set up my ink pads. I've got several of them in here. It's super easy. All I do is I tap New Item, and to scan with the barcode I need to tap Done and then scan barcode, and then I scan the barcode on the back of the ink pad. It brings in the picture for me and a description, and then it's super easy for me to do the rest of it. I've already set up lists for brand, ink type, and location for my ink pads. The color I need to type in because everything is a different color. You would be able to standardize that on a list. Oops, pale tomato. Normally I would just dictate that in instead of typing it. It's a dye ink, and I'm keeping this on my office wall unit. So that's it. My entry is completed. And you see, I've got a list of products coming up, and I'll be able to export this into a list and have it in a binder. When I tried to export the list, it turns out that it doesn't really create a list for you in the way that I wanted. So I'm ending up using another application, but this application might be very useful for many of you. Okay, the tables are coming down. Final stages. I will soon have a whole lot more room in here. Okay, I'm pretty much done. I just have a few more things to put away. I have a basket here full of ink pads that I need to categorize into my inventory system. Then they're going to go into this rack on the wall. I have rearranged things here, put different things, reorganized, tidied up, put a lamp there, and this is going to work well. Everything underneath here is gone and put into proper places. For example, upcoming projects are under there. Ignore the wires. That's nothing I can do about that. Even this is organized nicely now. It was a disaster under here, and I'm showing you this for one reason, and that is my washi tape drawer, which fits in here so nicely and is right next to me. Then my desk. Nothing's really changed here, just tidied it up and cleaned it up. My IKEA Expedit units are nice and tidy, organized. There's a bit more behind the door here. There's a little bit of change I did. I forget what it was now. Oh yes, I put my paper stacks over here in that middle cubby. Then I moved my Alex drawer over to here. Here is my GCC Puma. It has nice big space now. Percy's little bed is beside there, as well as his toys. I have my air compressor next to that. That's for my eraser, my air eraser. Still haven't used that. Still haven't built a blasting cabinet for that, but I'm ready for it. So on my Alex drawers, I've got a basket full of projects to be done, videos to be done. I have my toaster oven on top of that. My paper scraps are on top. That's not going to be staying there. Figure something else out soon. Maybe it'll go beside there, because this stuff up on top of here is going to be going down into the filing cabinets here. And then that will be clear on top. So I should be able to move my projects over to there. We'll see what happens there. Nothing has changed over here. My printer on top and some drawers underneath. Then what else? This has changed. I'm selling a whole lot of my punches that I'm not using. I'm only keeping the ones I'm using. This area now is nice and tidy, all set up. I don't need to move machines around when I'm doing videos. I'll be able to have my tripod in front of this and filming. My pegboards are in there. Products are on the boards. And here's something really cool. You know, when you've got all kinds of stuff everywhere and you want to be able to put your totes somewhere. Well, here's a really cool product from a company called Tote Hanger. You can order them from totehanger.com. You get 6 of them in a package for $9.99, and look how great this is. You hang them like this on a bar, and then you can hang your totes on there, and they're up out of your way, but right there for you to see. Super accessible, and of course in a craft room, that's what you want. You want to see what you have so that you use it. So that's super, and this is all tidy up here right now. Haven't put much up there yet. And that's about it. When I get completely done with putting all these things away, I'm going to do an actual room tour, show you what I keep where. But I just wanted to show you where I am right now. So thanks so much for watching. So here I'm showing you some before and after shots. Before and after. The wires are still there, but what can you do? Before and after. I'm loving it now. I have so much space. Before and after. It's more colorful, it's brighter, it's more space. It's fantastic. Before and after. Not that much difference, but more organized, everything in its place. This is after. My large cutter has its own space. This is after. Percy has more room. After. And as you can see, some of the things I was going to do, I didn't end up doing.